The mighty Motor City of Detroit and Grand Rapids are about 2 hours away. But somehow, for the first time in almost 2 years, the Grand Rapids Gold are inside Wayne State Fieldhouse. The first trip for the G League affiliate of the Denver Nuggets here to the Motor City since March of 2024. It's the Crews in gold getting after it in the final game for the Motor City Crews in 2025. Combined with the Pistons, no G League and their NBA affiliate has more wins this year than the Pistons and Crews combined. Just as a whole, what does it mean to you to be a part of this Pistons organization right now?
I'm fortunate.
Dennis, what is that like as a two-way guy, where some days you don't know if you're in the G, if you're up in the NBA? How do you stay sane in the midst of going back and forth?
Yeah, I think it's easier said than done. But the biggest thing is just to always stay ready.
Crews will still take the lead into the locker room. The question is, how big will it be? Aikens got to go. Jaden Aikens, yes! At the buzzer! This is an unsettled situation. Quincy Oliveri, that's a corner bomb! And this is going to be a heck of a close to the quarter for the Crews. They got to get one more stop. Smart, he got it! Can anyone miss in the first quarter in Midtown Detroit? Chaz Lanier. Follow Isaac Jones. How did he do that? First team in the Pac-12. Johnny Yu, the steal. The slam dunk champ in the G League. How about that hammer? John Yukamoto is the reason the G League exists. Tryout player from down the road in Southfield. Played at 3 different schools in college. Started at Macomb Community College. He has found a home here with the Crews, and that athleticism is shining. Oh, a block at the rim! Speaking of athleticism, Johnny Yu the SWAT.
How about that timing, Evan? My goodness.
And now inside, Stanley, the throwdown. Bryce Williams starting to feel it. Isaac Jones, big man from a long way away.
Yep, and I love that for Jones, who's usually at the rim tearing the hinges off, able to step out and hit the 3 as well.
Smart lost the ball. Bryce Williams all over the place. Aikens, 2 more.
They're rolling now.
The Crews didn't lead in the first half, but they have dominated this third quarter. They're outscoring Osceola by 15. It's all going right. Isaac Jones knocking it down. What a quarter for the Crews. Man, if you like basketball in Metro Detroit and across the great state of Michigan, this is the 24 hours for you. We had Michigan State playing in the Sweet 16 last night. The Pistons are playing in Minnesota right now in a national TV game on ABC. And the Crews wrap up their regular season. Win and help, and they got a home playoff game in a couple of days. But it all starts with a tip-off against Osceola for the second straight night. Reese Beekman got it again to start for the Magic. Twice named Defensive Player of the Year in the ACC at Virginia. Castleton, nice find and a block. That's history for Johnny Yu. His 100th career block. No Crews guy's ever done that. And Bryce Williams on the other end. How about this stuff?
Listen, Johnny Yu don't play that. You can't come in and dunk on him. He said, I'm the slam dunk champion.
Last night he got to 99, couldn't get that one more block for 100. It took him like 10 seconds to make history. Beekman got trapped. Quinones, he will take shots like that all night. Beekman got the O board. Quinones last night, 12 three-point attempts. He only made 3. This time he's cutting to the rim, and he made that one.
Yeah, and that's a tough shot. He's falling away to his left and shoots over his right shoulder. That's a really tough shot where you had a lot of touch.
By the way, the Crews have a first-half lead tonight, something they did not have all of yesterday. Took a second-half rally to win. Drew Peterson, how good has he been since coming to the Crews?
He has been everything to the Crews. He's been a stat sheet stuffer and, leading the league in plus-minus since he's been here.
And even last night, he only scores 2 points, but Jamel McMillan said he affected the game in so many other ways. He just is a facilitator out there for the Crews.
He is. He's a smart guy. He's a very smart player. He doesn't make many mistakes, so he's interested. He has flair. Normally, guys who have flair make a lot of mistakes, but he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, so he's the perfect blend.
Couple of minutes in, neither team has unlocked the scoring seal yet. Quinones blocked again. Johnny U's second block already. And now Bryce Williams thought about another 3.
Yep, like we said, Johnny U don't play that.
Peterson spin, Drew Peterson already more points than he scored all of last night. And a steal off the inbound. Peterson! Isaac Jones! How about that follow?
Wow, what a start for the Crews. Completely different than the start yesterday. If you remember yesterday, things were a little bit choppy for them, but today they're on fire.
Castleton, a sorely needed answer for the Magic.
Yeah, and that's a big guy. When he gets going downhill, it's hard to stop his momentum.
Colin Castleton right now is rolling. 6 straight double-doubles. Magic in transition. Isaac Jones got a piece. We got a Saturday night block party in Midtown Detroit.
Yes, it is. And the Crews are saying no layups today.
Isaac Jones fouled on his layup attempt by Reese Beekman. Take a breath. We're going up and down the floor to start.
It is. You see how much both these teams wanted, and the Crews, they've come out with the right intensity for what's needed.
You know, this start for the Crews, Reg, feels like the start that Osceola had last night. Remember how they got off to a 9-2 lead and Jamel McMillan had to burn an early timeout? Honestly wondering if the Magic burn one here at some point. Just got bailed out by a Jones missed free throw.
Well, here's the difference. The Magic aren't necessarily playing choppy how the Crews were last night. The Crews have just been playing phenomenal with these blocks that they have. And, you know, if they don't block it, you know, the Magic get the layup like that. So it's slightly different. Why burn a timeout when you've only gotten your shot blocked a few times?
Morales gave it up. Manaya, just like that, we are tied. Smart decision not to call the timeout.
See, yeah, exactly. As a coach, you have a feel. Is my team playing bad and out of sync, or is the other team just doing a couple of phenomenal things?
Wow, that's a big foul call. That's already the second on Reese Beekman. Jamel McMillan's going to like seeing Beekman get in foul trouble. He's the Magic's best defender and one of their all-around best players.
Yep, and Beekman, he's like, hey, do you know who I am? Do you know what my resume is? You're not supposed to call those fouls.
Bryce Williams just would not fall from the mid-range. On the scoreboard, they're showing Beekman with 1 foul and Morales with 1. That would be a big break for the Magic. Castleton wades in and gets the foul on Bobby Klitman, who had a double-double last night for the Crews.
Listen, that's growth for Castleton right there. If you think about him when he was in state, maybe 3 to 4 years ago, a skinny kid at the University of Michigan, he wasn't barreling his way. What we just saw with our own eyes was barreling his way into the basket.
And he plays with an intensity. There was a highlight last night where he got an and one, and he yelled and one so loud. Our crowd microphones picked it up.
Absolutely. I mean, he grows. He has the goatee now. He's not the baby face anymore, so.
Oh, Quinones threw it down. Put Isaac Jones on a poster.
Oh, you don't see that often.
And a steal by Morales. Osceola, since falling down 9-2, has gone on a 9-0 run, and they're starting to put men on posters.
So you know what? This is why they're in first place. You can start out 9-0 or so. And this is also, yesterday was why the Crews are a playoff team as well. Both of these are good teams. So, yes, somebody's going to have a run, but it's about the entire 48 minutes.
Beekman drive. All of a sudden, the Magic are getting to the rim uncontested.
Yeah, and there's something going on that left baseline drive here that the Crews got to get figured out.
Bobby Klitman has not found that deep stroke this weekend. He is 1 of 5 from behind the long line. Quinones to Castleton. Flowing the offense through him. That's a good decision.
Yeah, and you know what, Evan? Post guys nowadays, I'm not going to say they have it easy, but there's not many of them, and it's so different to guard them.
Johnny U. Cruz have missed a bunch of shots in a row. You wonder now if a Cruz timeout may be coming. Morales, good.
Yep, so now's the time for the Crews to adjust in game, and by adjusting for the players on the court to figure out, hey, what's next? Like, yes, early was working with, we got a couple blocks and fast breaks, but like, how can we start to play now?
This is an absurd run. Quinones miss. It's a 15-0 run for the Magic. Cruz got to stop the bleeding. Williams couldn't do it. Castleton to Jones. Isaac Jones. We'll get a foul on Castleton, and he'll go to the line after a sorely needed media timeout for the Crews. They got to win tonight and get some help to host a home playoff game in a couple of days. But the top team in the East, who's trying to clinch that top seed tonight, has meant business early. The Magic are on a 15-0 run as they staved off a strong start for the Crews.